a way too early in the season goalie question for you here. And most goalies have only played 2 games, maybe the odd one 3, whatever. It's early. But I'm going to read off a list of these are goalies that right now, after a couple of starts, all have sub 900 save percentages. And I'm going to read off the list. You tell me which is the one goalie you're like, oh, okay, I'm worried that this guy might be sub 900 for a while, and this is a situation to monitor. All right. So following goalies, all sub 900. Jonas Johansson in Tampa. And that's a huge story, but Jonas Johansson, Devon Levi in Buffalo is at 893. Vitek Vanacek in New Jersey, 892. Sergei Bobrovsky, 888. UC Saros, 887. A couple of interesting ones here. Connor Hellebuck is 843. Freddie Anderson's 855. Ilya Samsonov is 839. And Stuart Skinner is 750.
Yeah, we went below 800 on that one.
Yeah,
I'm very concerned. Whenever the save percentage starts with a 7, my concern level is high at all times. That you're never not going to be concerned with a 700 save percentage.
Yeah,
Skinner, I'm very concerned with. I am concerned with Edmonton's goaltending big time. As far as the studs go, Hellebuck, Saros, Samsonov. For me, no concern. It's early in the season. Sometimes the timing isn't right.
You have Samsonov in that heavyweight class?
Okay. In terms of save percentage, I don't think Samsonov is an elite goalie, but I think he plays behind a really good team, and I think he's a very good goalie. I'm not concerned with him.
Gotcha.
You're right. I probably shouldn't have lumped him in with Hellebuck and UC Saros because they're elite. Samsonov is not elite, but I think he's in a great situation. I compare Samsonov to Adin Hill in Vegas. I think they both play in great situations that allow them to be statistically very good goalies. Whereas if you were to put Adin Hill or Samsonov in UC Saros' spot, I don't know if they're going to carry the Predators the way he is. So I think more about his surroundings with Samsonov, but I'm not overly concerned with him early on. I think Bobrovsky, you're already seeing on Twitter, oh, he turned into a pumpkin. You're already seeing that. I'm willing, because of his track record and because he was so good in the playoffs, I'm going to give him a little more leeway. Can you read those off again? There was one guy that really caught my
Devon Levi, Vanacek. Was it one of those guys?
So Levi is an interesting one because talking with goalie coaches this offseason, I talked with a million guys that work in the goaltending, whether it's for teams or whether it's just personal goalie coaches. And there is some concern that they are rushing Levi quickly. I mean, like they have accelerated the timeline for him because he was so impressive at the end of last season. Like when they threw him into those games last season, it was kind of let's see what we got. This guy's never played pro. Let's see what we have. And then he's so good that you skip the year of AHL development. Most goalies get a year in the AHL. And I think that there is a little bit of concern that they're putting a lot on his plate very quickly and just kind of saying he's the guy. And he's given them reasons to. He's been very good. And I'm not here saying Devon Levi shouldn't be the starter. I think he should be. And I still am very optimistic for him. But I'm just saying there is reason to be a little bit concerned, and it's something to watch. Is a guy that young ready to be the guy on a team that has high expectations, right? The Buffalo Sabres, if they miss the playoffs this year, that's a disappointment. This team has higher expectations than they've had in a while. So it's a little bit concerning for me. And then the other one, Johansson in Tampa Bay. So far, we're a week and a half into the season. My vote for Hart Trophy, I think right now, the most valuable player in the NHL is Andrei Vasilevsky, because the Tampa Bay Lightning have gone from a powerhouse to just completely falling apart the moment this guy isn't on the ice. And yes, it's early, and we'll see. I think Tampa's going to be fine, but they have been shockingly shaky to start this season without that guy that has been anchoring them to all these playoff runs in net.
I'll say this: if you're comparing Buffalo and Tampa Bay here, Tampa Bay, I know they have the players in front, but it's not great that they're looking shaky. The salary cap picture for them not looking great, so it's not like they could put themselves in a situation where they could get a higher quality player to kind of hold down the fort until Vasilevsky comes back. If you're Buffalo, you made me think about something here. Buffalo, according to Cap Friendly, they've got almost $8.9 million in cap space.
A lot of room.
Now, and So if Devon Levi is not the guy, and maybe they need a stopgap, what's stopping the Buffalo Sabres, who want to make the playoffs, from making a trade with somebody that has maybe 3 goalies, or someone that's looking to offload a goaltending piece and can accommodate that salary? That's actually a really interesting point. And I think a lot of teams, and I can hear whatever Calgary Flames fans are watching right now being like, hey, we want Dustin Wolf to play. What about Devon? You hear you get what I'm saying here.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's a really interesting situation you pointed out.
Yeah, and the thing is, the Sabres, they have 2 guys that they like in Eric Comrie and Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Like they have guys that can, maybe that's the plan, is let's see if one of those guys can be the stopgap, because there aren't many teams holding 3 goalies. If a team's holding 3 goalies, it usually tells you they're really high on those goalies, because they think that they're going to get claimed if they were to waive them. So the fact that Buffalo is still holding UPL and Comrie tells me that they like those guys, and maybe they're giving them the first shot. Like, that could be the plan behind the scenes, right? Let's see if one of these guys that we already have can roll with Levi and be that guy. And if not, we've got the cap space to fix that problem.
One other thing I'll follow up on here. One goalie we have not had to worry about to start the season is Igor Shesterkin with the New York Rangers. We're looking at save percentages here. He's at a .904 to start the year with a .238 goals against average. He's looked pretty good to start. What have been your impressions of Igor?
Yeah, I've watched a lot of him this season. He had the one bad game, and that's why it's at 9 whatever. It would be at like 970 if it wasn't for that game where he gave up 5 goals on like 26 shots. He's been really good. But what's really impressed me about him, and I don't know if this is just the situation, like coincidence, the situation has asked for it, or maybe it's Peter Laviolette's system is asking him to use his puck handling skills a little more. But watching the Rangers play, I have been blown away by how good Igor Shesterkin is with the puck on his stick. And I'm talking about the routine plays where you're going back behind the net, you're stopping the puck, and you're getting it into a good spot. And those are the simple plays that aren't going to make the highlight reel. But if you do that consistently all game, you spend a lot less time defending and a lot less time with the puck in your zone. He's been good at that. And then he's had the flashy plays where he's hitting guys with stretch passes. I'm telling you, Igor Shesterkin may have a better stretch pass than half the defensemen in the NHL. It's unreal. The vision he's got. He's finding guys. The other night he set up 3 odd man rushes from his stick to the odd man rush going the other way. I've noticed a couple times that the Rangers will be on the power play and the puck will get sent the length of the ice, and you'll see Adam Fox or Panarin, whoever the zone entry guy is, will be coming back to get it. Shesterkin just skates over, grabs the puck, and fires it to the offensive blue line to hit a guy in stride. And suddenly they're back attacking on the power play. It's something I'm going to keep an eye on. I don't know if it's, like I said, it could be Laviolette is asking him to do it more. Maybe the circumstances have just fallen right. You always hear like the puck is following a guy. Maybe it's just been a unique run of games where he's had room to use that stick. But man, it's a weapon. When he is passing the puck the way he is back there, it is a weapon, and it's catching teams off guard. Teams dump the puck and they go to make a change thinking we have plenty of time, and so the defenseman has to go all the way back to get that, and suddenly the goalie's firing it up the ice and the other team's attacking you before you can get your guys on the ice.